Amazing, amazing, amazing. So it's a new path we've never introduced on the channel. How did you find clients? How did the cohort help, if at all? Amazing. This was great. I think this was something new. This was something I never discussed on the channel before. They are hiring you to ease their work and not to increase their work. Hi everyone. Welcome to a new video. Let me set the context up. We're talking to someone anonymous today. We've done all the background verifications. And here is a gist of their journey. Harkirat, I joined your cohort in December, funding the 0 to 1 cohort with my first internship salary of 7,000 rupees a month. In January, I connected with a wonderful individual who posted a freelancing opportunity in the cohort. Through him, I secured my first freelancing project, earning 34,000. In February, I completed another project and received a payment of 36,000. March, I got a larger project and made around 80,000. In April, I began searching for direct clients on Upwork and found a few. That month, I earned around 4 lakhs through freelancing and did a $1.3K job combined. All of these details have been verified by me, and we're going to call this individual Raman throughout the video. Raman this year has also gotten into GSOC, so is currently doing a full-time job, doing a bunch of freelancing on the side, as well as will be doing GSOC from next month. So we'll understand how did he in the last 6 months go from a 7,000 rupees internship to making almost $7,000 a month. We'll also understand his motivations to do so much, a full-time job, freelancing and GSOC, and what keeps him going. With that context, let's welcome Raman on the pod. Hey Raman, how's it going?
It's going great. And first of all, thank you for inviting me for this podcast. I'm really thankful to you, and I'm really happy to talk to you in a video call. It's like one of my dream that I wanted to fulfill. So
Amazing.
yeah.
That sounds great. Let's kick things off. I want to know, are you currently in college?
Yeah, I'm currently in college studying in Vellore Institute of Technology, APA campus, and I'm in third year, prefinal year basically.
Got it. Are you doing computer science?
Yeah,
Got
I'm
it.
currently doing a computer science with the coach and no specializations.
Got it. When did you start to program? What was your first program that you write?
Like my journey is not like other people. Like I started at a very young age, and I love to play games. So I started playing games, and then I wanted to make games. Then I moved to the blogging journey. Then from there, I learned basically HTML, CSS, and did a lot of research and I tried a lot of languages, but I didn't have the proper guidance, so I couldn't learn the very well. So yeah, I had a previous exposure before coming to the college, and I had a decent knowledge that it's like a good foundation, which I had the search and Google search part. I can figure out through Google search what I need to do and how I can do it. So this was the thing that I had before coming to the college.
Got it. So you're saying you did a bunch of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You used to code even before college. You had core interest in computer science even before joining VIT.
Yeah.
Got it. How was your coding experience before and after college? Did anything change after you reached college? Be it in terms of college classes or, I don't know, maybe side projects that you're doing in college?
Actually, it changed a lot, to be honest. The thing is, if I would have got a proper path, the proper guidance, how I should have done and learned things, then I would have been a way better coder right now. But just forget about that. Now coming to my college, I was able to get a path. I had to the thing is we get a timeline. We need to complete them things in certain of a time. It made some pressure, and due to that, I was able to learn a lot of things. But I also got introduced by the open source community by one of my seniors. He was you should give it a try and all that, and he also introduced me to Linux. So yeah, basically that was the thing. College also helped me a lot in providing a proper path to me. So that I'm thankful to my college for that.
Got it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think, yeah, doing this without peers / as you said, a timeline is, makes you very lenient compared to, if you have a timeline, if you have other people, if you have a lot of competition around. So yeah, totally agree to that point. Let's see. What was your first tech stack? I guess you mentioned HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But is that it? And did you ever do DSA?
No, like I haven't heard the name of DSC like when I was in the school. So
Got it.
no, like after coming to the college, I was like introduced to this term. You have to do DSA in order to get the job.
Right on. Got it. So you did do DSA in college. Um,
Uh, a little bit, not much. Not like also not a very good at the DSA, but like I know the basic of it. Like how can I solve a basic level of problems, like basic to medium level lead code problems.
got it. Makes sense. So you did not aggressively do DSA, just enough to, everyone's
Mm,
doing it, so I'll do it as well. Makes sense.
yeah,
And what about dev? Are you doing dev in college?
yeah. Uh, I did meet a lot of projects. Okay, and after that, like I was like I told you, I got into a Linux journey. Like I was more into like building system. Like I'm currently using Linux slash GNU with the window manager at DWM. So like in order to configure it, like I saw a bunch of errors and all that, like configuring it and all that, provide me a lot of things. Like you have to check the error messages as well. Like most of the code I like at the beginning stage, even though all the messages, error messages are directly written and that, nobody cares to check it out. So yeah, I learned a lot from configuring this, and I during the my college time right now, I have like made also a lot of shell script and wrote programs in Python and like did a lot of stuff. Like mostly, yeah, I was more comfortable in the tech related, web development related tech stack.
Got it. So you said a bunch of Linux, you've configured your own system. Then you said you've done
Yeah,
Python and a bunch of web development.
yeah.
Got it. Sounds great. Beautiful. What's your primary tech stack now, specifically in the companies that you're working at? What does your day to day look like?
Right now, I'm mostly like, yeah, so basically what I'm saying is like I'm currently working as a solution engineer where like people ask about question like can I do this with the X company, right? And then like I provide like yeah you can do this like this is the workflow will look like, and like apart from that, whenever some bugs happen, like I just like if I can fix it, like if I get the time, I fix it on my own, and otherwise I just forward it to the team.
Got it. So you said you're a solutions engineer, which means your
Yeah,
company has a product, and whoever is using the product, you help those people out in case they're facing any issues, and sometimes you dive into
yeah,
fixing the bugs as well. Is that right?
yeah.
Got it. Makes a lot of sense. This is your full time job. And what about freelancing?
Okay, so basically, like on the front end was built it using Next.js,
Got
and in the back end part, we used a fast API to like make the whole API system and all that, and we are using a Chat GPT, like basically OpenAI GPT model to like now perform a bunch of stuff, and like this is the thing that I did. Apart from that, like I worked with like the Stripe integrations and all that. There was like basically a Discord bot I need to create where like there was a bunch of requirements. First was like I can't increase the cost. Like I can't have a external website where I can redirect the user and make the payment and then like provide the verification and all that. I had to do it all by like Discord bot. So like no external cost increases. So yeah, basically that what I did and that project.
Got it. So you mentioned, I guess, one project where you said Next.js as the front end, um, Fast API for the backend, and a bunch of
Mhm.
external integrations, things like OpenAI or Stripe, and Discord as well. Is that right?
Yeah. The Discord part was for another project.
Got it. Discord was for the
Like
project.
yeah, yeah.
Got it. That makes a lot of sense. And was all of this in TypeScript? Was this in JavaScript? Were you the one who built it from scratch, or was it already built and you sort of solved a few bugs?
No, like we had to build a full thing by scratch.
Okay, from
But I'm not very good at front end part, so like I just outsourced that part and I built the back end part, like all the like how data migration and like how the fast API, I mean basically the open it contacts to the OpenAI and get the result and all that, like whole prompting thing and all that.
got it.
Basically,
So
that's what I did for that.
makes sense. You build the core backend, you build all the OpenAI integrations. Front end you want to conflict
Yeah,
with, so you outsourced to a friend or someone else
yeah,
already. That makes a lot of sense. Pretty common. All right. So I want to know next, what does your community look like? Do you have close friends who are also in this industry? Are you a loner?
I'm kind of a loner, that I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But like through a cohort, I met a couple of people, and I just outsourced the project to them as well. Like I just told them just let's work together and all that. And mostly like I do the work by myself only. But like whenever there's things like I can outsource, then I can just find the right guy and do it. Like mostly these people are from cohort only, because I have seen their work and all that. So yeah.
Got it. So you don't have any you didn't have any specific community friends in VIT before the cohort. Most of your community is from
No.
the cohort.
Yeah,
All right, that makes
that's
a lot of
right.
sense. All right, next question. Why did you apply for GSOC? What was your motivation to do so many aggressive contributions over the last few months, considering you were already making close to 4 lakh a month now?
Like the reason why, like the thing is, like I didn't got the job before applying to GSOC. Okay. Uh, Um, After like I applied and I did all the contributions, and I just had a proper connection with the and like mentors. I have talked to them properly, and like I had the community members as well to set up and all that, right? And like I did, like to be honest, like I didn't a very contributed in a very hardcore manner. Like I fixed on like 4 to 5 bucks, which I already mentioned in my I mean portfolio. I mean sorry, proposal that I shared with you. So those were the only thing that I contributed. After that, like I just stay in touch with the community. It's not like I just left the community. I was like helping other people, like how you can get started, like this is how you should do it and all that. That I was doing. The thing was like that community was little bit slow. I mean, like they had a lot of work, so like they were not able to review the PRs and all that. So yeah, so like I thought like it would be better if I just got selected, then I can contribute, like then I would get some reviews so that I can improve my coding skills as well.
Got it. That makes a lot of sense. Super interesting. So you're saying you lucked out a little bit. You did not have extremely like a lot of contributions, but you helped the community a lot,
Mm,
and you did make your
yeah,
presence felt.
mm. Like the thing is like in GSOC, there are two things and that matters the most. First, like if you're participating in a very highly competitive GSOC project, then you need to make a lot of contribution. If it is a some like a very not very popular GSOC project, if you then contribute and have a maintain a good communication and like help each other, you will be able to like get selected very easily. Like it is not very hard, to be honest.
That makes a
You
lot of
just
sense.
need to be like attentive. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think picking the organization is as important as doing all the contributions, because yeah, you have to pick and choose which organization has the least amount of competition. Seems like you did that right. How do you feel? So did you earn anything before this? You said December you bought the cohort through a 7,000 rupee internship. What is your
Yeah.
work experience, I guess?
Over there, like I worked for like 2 months, where like in the first month I joined the company. Like within a week, I was like, I will like it was also a startup company, and like those things were maintained by a bunch of interns.
Got it.
So like there was not a proper senior developer who was guiding us and all that. So I saw the backend, like it was like completely like messed up. So like I just created the whole pattern from scratch, used like a lot of thing like due to that basically I was able to learn about the perp sub and like other architecture and properly like I use lambda, like I got a lot of on hand experience due to like that particular internship. I mean like I used heavily on AWS lambda, and like I used API gateways and all that. Like I learned a lot through that internship.
Got it. So you said your only internship before the cohort was this 7,000 rupees a month internship, and
Oh,
even though it didn't pay
yeah,
much, it you learned a lot from it because there was no other
yeah,
senior engineer guiding. Makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Um,
Before that, I was also working as a front-end engineer, but I got in like first year of my college. Like it was through LFX. I learned like I have mentioned the basically company name in the proposal as well. So like
got it.
yeah, I worked. over there as a community member and contributed a lot. And then I got the offer for that.
Got it. So you first did LFX. I've heard the name. I don't know what it is, but I've heard people mention it. And then you did this internship, and then you did the whole journey of 34,000, then 38,000, 80,000, 4 lakh. So seems like
Yeah.
you blitz scaled beyond a point. Like seems like from January onwards, you blitz scaled. Would love to know how that happened. Was there a skill gap before, or was it an opportunity mismatch? Yeah, basically you can't learn so much in 4 months to go from 7,000 rupees a month to 4 lakh a month. So what do you think you did right in those 4 months?
Okay, so I would say like I kind of had a good luck. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
luck played a very important role in that. Also, like, and the thing that I learned was like connections matter a lot. Like, even if you don't know anything, if you have a proper connection, you can get to a certain point. That was the most important thing. Okay, so like I as I told you, like I someone posted in the cohort that I need a XYZ. So like I said that like I made this and we had a telephonic call and like I just told him like this is the thing and how I did it and he asked me a bunch of questions and like after that like he just like to test me out like what is like it is a freelancing work, right? So like in the freelancing, it's not only about the product. You need to have a proper vision about the product, like how it should shape into, how it should look like, right?
Right.
So basically, so this happened. Like he just gave me like a very difficult project. Like I just need to had to make a proposal for it. Like how should I approach and what is the basically SRS document? Like what are the technical difficulties which I will face and is it feasible to do it?
Right.
So this was the thing. I made the document, I mean, basically SRS document, and he was like, basically the whole mentality matched. That's the thing. Like he was like, I was also thinking the same thing. It is not currently feasible in the current technology tech stack. So like it will take some time when we would be able to reach to that particular point. So like that project got cancelled. Okay. But like from the next project, I got the opportunity. Like you have to do this. Like then I again made all the use case diagram and like proper like the things that I learned through the college. I just put all my knowledge into it and made a proper diagram and a proper proposal about it. Then I just got this one after another project, and then I just learned like I learned a lot like how to communicate with people, like how can I pitch the client like from a that freelancer guy. Like he was a very good guy. Like I'm telling you, like the thing is, like I kind of have very good luck to be honest. Then I just yeah. After that, like how I got the direct client, it was through like I just thought like where is the exactly my clients are. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is like if you go to the Upwork or like any Fiverr account, the possibility of getting a job or like a freelance project is very less until unless you have very good project or something to show off.
Right.
That's the thing. So like I didn't had that. So like that's out of my question. Like I tried Upwork as well. I didn't find anything. So I went to like a certain Discord server. Basically, like if you want, you can pick any server. Okay. For example, your Discord.py. I mean, like Discord has a lot of server, like the framework basically. Discord by, if I'm not wrong, there's a package for Discord.py. You can visit that server, and there are a bunch of people. Like if you will see that there are a bunch of people who need help, like who want their work to be done.
Mm.
Okay. So like for my case, it was some other Discord server. I went there. I was just helping out, and I got a message in the like that, hey, are you free? I need to make this project.
Mm.
Can you help me with that? And
Mm.
what is your hourly rate and all that? So I just said that my hourly rate is $35 and all that. Because like even though it is high, but I will take the text. And then I worked with him. Like and to be honest, like if I show you all of the messages, he was very happy. Like that particular guy spent around $2,800 till now. with a single project. So yeah, apart from that, like I got multiple offers from that particular server only. And after that, that founder of that particular Discord server messaged me, would you be interested in this job? That's how I got the job basically. I didn't have to give any interview or anything like that.
That's amazing. Fucking A. So there is a library, and you went to the Discord of that library, and there were a lot of people asking questions. You answered them, and then someone hired you
Yeah.
from there. You gave a pretty high $35 an hour pricing. They were okay with it, and that one client has billed you almost $2,800. And the maintainer of that
Yeah.
specific library sort of got you in as a solutions engineer. Is that right?
Yeah.
Fucking A. Amazing. Yeah, this happens. I did something very similar on in a niche library. The library was Media Soup. It's like a WebRTC library. They had an open jobs portal thingy where these libraries are very hard to understand. There are a lot of people who know. Okay, for example, in your case, Discord.py is the popular library to use, or in my case, Media Soup is the popular library to
Yeah.
use, but they don't have the expertise, so they just want someone to hire. And this sounds like a great path, and it opens up, as you said, it opened up like a bunch of doors for you, both freelancing and full time. So amazing. This was great. I think this was something new. This was something I never discussed on the channel before. Great. So yeah, anything else you'd like to say on the topic?
Like I would like see something regarding GSOC, like or any open source project.
Mhm.
Whenever you are contributing, don't use your brain basically. Like don't just ask bunch of questions like that. Like don't irritate the maintainers. Like there are already bunch of people who already ask the same question. If you just search about it, you will get the answer. Okay. Like if you just randomly post things and all that, it is just making you look bad. So like use your common sense, learn about it, read their documentation. They are not writing a documentation for others. They are writing for us only. So read those things.
Totally
That's
agree.
all I just want to mention.
Yeah, 100%. I
That's
think
fun.
asking any question is a beige flag or a yellow flag on an open source project, especially if you're targeting GSOC in that organization. Yeah, you should not expect to be handheld. And as Raman mentioned, the answer is out there. If you Google a bit, you'll reach it. Alrighty.
Even like also like I will give you one more suggestion.
Mhm.
Whenever you are like contributing to a project, there might be chances that I don't know how to solve that particular bug.
Right.
What you should do is like try to find similar bugs, like which was solved by some other people. Like that way, you will be able to like get a pretty good understanding about how you can solve that particular bug. Like this was the tips given by like one of my seniors.
Mhm.
Basically when I was contributing to my first internship project, from there I got this information. Like it was pretty helpful. So yeah, you should like always and do this. Like the less you ask, like you'd have to be less dependent. They are hiring you because like they want to ease their work, not to like increase their work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should quote that.
So,
They are hiring you to ease their work and not to increase their work. That's great. Amazing. All right. So my next question was, how did you find clients? What seems like you already mentioned. Is there anything else? So you mentioned a combination of
uh,
number one, the community, someone finding you on Discord. Number two, you finding Discord groups for specific libraries and overperforming there. Is there anything else?
no, that's all.
That's all.
I will just mention that like you should. The thing is, when people come to you, you have a high leverage over
Yes.
them. Like if you pitch a high amount, they will not say no. But if you go to them, they have the options. So like keep in mind like having a proper thing. Like I will suggest you like if you are like contributing to somewhere, like make a proper support, like proper answer and all that. Like there are a lot of ways to get a freelance job. It is not like you have to be on Upwork or Fiverr or something like that.
I
You
agree.
can get the job from anywhere.
So my question to you on that is, how do you make people come to you?
Basically, like the thing is like in their support channel, basically they ask a lot of questions. Like
Got it.
this is the thing. Like how can I achieve this? I simply answer like this is a way. Like this is how you can do. Then people see that. Okay, they know that like this guy knows this thing. That's why he's able to tell that, and like people are appreciating that in their work.
Got it. So show your
So that's the
expertise.
thing.
Show your expertise
Yeah,
aggressively in a Discord group, on GitHub issues, in the Slack of the company, something like that.
yeah.
Got it. Makes a lot of sense. So good example here might
Even
be yeah, go ahead.
even like OpenAI forum would be a very good choice. If you like go over there, you can get a lot of good clients from them.
That makes a lot of
So
sense. So a lot of companies are doing using OpenAI APIs, and you said
yeah,
OpenAI forums where people ask questions. If you answer a lot there, someone will find you there.
mm,
If you're showing a lot of
yeah.
expertise. Great. Yeah, that's an amazing point. Yeah. So yeah, to summarize this is a great point. If you're looking for a job, this is a new path we've never introduced on the channel, which is show your expertise in high gravity areas. What are high gravity areas? Things like OpenAI forms right now. OpenAI forms, because a lot of companies are using OpenAI as their primary LLM. They want to connect to it. They face doubts from time to time. So wherever they're asking doubts, help them out. And you might find someone who's trying to build something, has raised a little bit of money, and needs your expertise. This is a great, probably a very underrated path to get in. And as he mentioned, they will come to you. They will see your expertise. They will come to you. You can charge whatever you want. You also have a lot of clients to choose from, because you answer a question once, but a lot of people see that expertise and can reach out to you. Amazing. A few other libraries, for example, to call out might be Next Auth is a library. A lot of people want to bring in authentication in house from something like Clerk, because Clerk is becoming very, very expensive. So if you're the
Yeah.
most active person on the Next Auth Discord, Slack, wherever they have their community, their forums, yeah, there's a high probability of you getting reached out. Amazing. Coming to the last question now. How did the cohort help, if at all? And could you rank these three things in terms of what was the most actionable thing you got out of it? This includes exposure, things like knowing this is possible. Number 2, knowledge, which means the actual learning, the actual videos. And number 3, peers and community.
So I would say first is the exposure thing. I would read that because like it helped me a lot. And for then second would be the knowledge part because like the company I'm working is using monorepo. So like I'm currently watched your video like and then I just take to have a better understanding about it. Then I read the documentation and I'm doing the work. So, like your cohort has a lot of good things. Like also the way that you teach everyone is like really amazing. Like it is very hard to find someone with that good teaching quality. Apart from that, then I would be like say this part like also like people like I've seen that people are complaining about like he's charging a lot and all that, but I would say this like if you see someone like people had just said like they will offer one two things. You have offered like Android thing, then you have offered a DSA, and like then you have offered the ML part. Also, you are like providing a lot of opportunities. Like you even if you do the open source contribution to their project, you can get that money back.
Yeah,
So, like there are a lot of things. So like instead of complaining and like just making like first thing like he's just getting all the money and from you and all that, you should like think of what benefit that you can get. Yeah.
that's pretty mature mindset. I say the same thing, even though I cannot say it because I'm the one who's charging. But yes, I totally agree to this. Okay, rather than focusing on the why, the how, the downsides, just focus on the upside, and what can you extract from this specific thing the best. And for people who are extremely underprivileged, you can just win back a bounty if you really work hard. People have made back their money, sometimes much more. Yeah, that's my mindset as well. But I wouldn't press too much on it. So your ranking was exposure, then knowledge, then community. Seems like monorepos are something a lot of people like learned a lot from. Probably because there's not a lot of knowledge out there on it. Sounds good. What's your plan afterwards? Now you have GSOC. You mentioned before the call you've moved your full-time work part-time because you have end
Yeah.
terms. Do you plan to
Yeah.
go down the same journey? What does the next 6 months look like for you?
For me, like the thing is, I'm in a pre-final year. The fourth year is completely on for the placement part and all that. So also like the thing is like during my freelancing journey, I learned that I need to improve my communication skills. Like I need to like have a better understanding about business because like I feel like I cannot do much better if I have an MBA degree. So I'm kind of thinking in this way, like basically you do the job and like complete first GSOC project, and I will prepare for like MBA degree alongside that or like and for the freelancing part I'm thinking about like get some other friends and like outsource all the works. That what I'm currently thinking about.
Super interesting. Amongst this, the most interesting thing was an MBA. Why are you thinking of what's the motivation behind that? Would love to know.
The thing is like in MBA, you will like first of all you get a lot of exposure. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about doing it from foreign. Then like I will have a very good exposure. After that, like I will learn how to like communicate. Like the thing is like my co-founder, said the same thing. I've worked with like I can show you the screenshot as well. He said that I've worked with a lot of people, and but like finding someone with this good product knowledge is very hard.
Yep.
So I would highly aim, even though if we don't work out, I will always support you in your project and all that. This is not the one thing, one time thing. Like many people have said this, and past 1 month, there was two people who said like, would you be like have a partnership with me, something like that. So like I'm thinking about doing a MBA so that I can get a better idea. I know like colleges doesn't teach you something, but like environment teaches you. So
Right.
like I want to be in that environment for that.
Makes a lot of sense. So MBA for exposure. That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Underrated way to uh, get a good network. Sounds good, man. Perfect. That's all the questions I had. Do you have any questions for me?
No. I just want you to like extend my course expiry date to 3 years so that I can use it in the future as well.
Yeah, it should be fine. I'll
That's
I'll
all.
do it after the call.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am.
All right.
I was like, it was really a big dream to like talk to you, like, and I had a conversation with you. Like, it was really great, man. Thank you so
Likewise.
much for giving me this opportunity.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever things you talk about are extremely mature. It seems like you've learned a lot on the go. So yeah, just keep at it. Yeah, you're moving in the right direction. There's one thing I'd be a little cautious of is the MBA. Think twice before doing it. But yeah, other than that, you're good. Alrighty. With that, let's end it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.